Okay, this video is about my multi-booting guide number 17. We will go up to 50. We will use some
2018 Multi-Booting 17 How to Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18.05 Mate with Windows 10 and UEFI April 18th.
...2018 Multi-Booting 17 como Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18.05 Mate con Windows 10 en UEFI 18 de abril.
ألفان وثمانية عشر مولتي بوتنج 17 هوتو هفتاديكا بوت صبيون 18.05 MAT وث ويندوز 10 إنو في 18 من نيسان.
Windows 10 and UEFI 18 April.
2018多重启动时期如何？赫本塔迪卡布特萨巴恩林 18.05 与 UEFI 中的温多斯10合作4月18日。
2018 Multi-Booting 17 como Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18.05 Mate com o Windows 10 na UEFI 18 de abril.
다중 부팅 17 헵타데카 부팅 사베연 리눅스 18.05 UEFI에서 윈도우즈 10을 사용하는 메이트 4월 18일
MMXVI Multi 17esimo booting qua mute Heptadeca Sabayon Tavernus Fenestra Linux 18.05 ante Oculus Arietu Mirant in UEFI X April 18esimo. Multi-Booting 17 come avviare Heptadeca Sabayon Linux 18.05 Mate con Windows 10 in UEFI 18 aprile.
2018マルチブート17 U 米で Windows Windows 10を使用して Linux を実行するにはどうすればよいですか？エイプリル18。
2018 multidémarrage 17 comment Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18.05 mat avec Windows 10 dans UEFI 18 avril. Multiboot 17 wie Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18,05 made mit Windows 10 in UEFI 18. April.
Multibooting 17 πως να Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18,05 MAD μετά Windows 10 στο UEFI 18 Απριλίου.
2018 Multi-Booting 17 How to Heptadeca-Boot Sabayon Linux 18.05 mate with Windows 10 and UEFI April 18th.
Okay, first thing, to follow this guide here, you gotta make sure you have everything on a backup on external hard drive, have a install disk from Windows 10 in case if you need to reinstall Windows. But if you follow my guide, it's gonna be no problem. If you follow since the first video, how to custom install Windows 10, you're gonna be able to follow this guide here with no problem. So the first thing you have to do is to have on my system. You have to in each install we have to create a partition with a mount point. So what happening here, I'm going to show how I do it. The easiest way to multi-boot is to have a small partition for each operating system, and then you will have one partition just to share the files between the operating system. As you can see here, I have the EFI here with the 1 gigabyte. Windows 10, I have a two swap partition here. This Anaconda installer, you have to, it don't detect the swap partition, and then when you try to install, it creates another swap partition. So I'm gonna show how you're gonna have to work with the Anaconda installer. So anyway, I use this partition here, this partition, and this partition here to share file with Windows. But I will install other GNU/Linux on this partition here. But for now, this OS here is I'm gonna label this. This is Neptune 5.1 KDE. You have to label everything, and you have to have a notebook with all the partition number and the operating system, because when I start to have another guide with 120 operating system on multi-booting, we're gonna have to label, to change the label on the partition on the global boot manager. I'm gonna install each version of Debian, each version of Fedora, each version of openSUSE, and Manjaro, and you're gonna have to label. So you're gonna know. You have to know what file system, what you need to know what desktop environment you're using and what version of the OS you're using. So that's how, when you do this, when you label the partition, I'm going to show how it looks like when you have multiple partition, and when you have everything organized, it's very easy to use, and you can use that space too. So it's more space, but it should have space to have some videos, the videos and so that's how it looks now. Neptune, that's the 23, that's the multi-board number 16 that I made yesterday, day before, and the Anaconda installer needs some work. It's not that. I think I read on the Sabayon web page that they had the Calamar installer. I don't know why they didn't keep it. So anyway, you have to have to follow this guide here. You have to have allocated space to install Sabayon Linux using Anaconda, because I didn't find the option that you can resize the partition there to create it's not. I'm going to show how it looks like. So anyway, so I'm going to have to create a partition number 24. So I'm gonna, the easy way that I found to install this, so you double click here, install to hard drive, mistake here. I made a mistake with the okay, so what you have to do here, you select your language here. I'm using a computer for the US, so the keyboard is from, so I have to select this I like to use the English language. Click, you select your language and click continue. You gotta wait a little bit until it. I have a lot of partition. It take a little time to find all the partition on the drive here. You gotta wait until you're gonna use the first option here is to use the system here. So it's proben storage. I was going to make the video. I did start to make the video with the GNOME desktop environment, but there is a bug on the GNOME. There's not a bug with the simple screen recorder or the Nimbus screen recorder, but you cannot record the screen. I made the video with the bug, and I will upload to YouTube. And I will share the video with the GNOME on Twitter. I will share because that's not just the Sabayon Linux, but on other Linux distribution with the GNOME 3 interface, you cannot record the desktop using simple screen recorder. You can record, but you want to see you minimize the simple screen recorder, but it's still showing on the screen, show all the time. So that's the reason why I don't make a lot of video with the GNOME 3 installation, because of this bug. So now I click here. So all you gotta do here, you select the drive here. As you can see here, it detected that I have 471 gigabytes free of space. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna select here, I will configure partitioning. Select this option here, and then on the top here, this is supposed to be right in the bottom here, like this. I have it right in the top. Click done here. So what happened here, it doesn't show, it's supposed to show here unallocated space, so you can create a partition, but there is no option like that. So what you have to do here, you select the standard partition here and click here. Just click here to create them automatically. What's gonna happen here is I already have two swap partition, and it will want me to create another swap partition here. See here, it wants me to create another swap partition here. So what you're gonna do here, you select, if you already have a swap partition, so you don't need another swap partition. So we're gonna delete that. So you make sure you select the swap partition and click delete. Now the slash home here, I don't use it. I don't need that. So I'm going to delete that too. And slash boot, I don't need that too. So I'm going to delete that too. I just need here the slash boot slash EFI here, right here. I'm not going to label that. So, and the partition here, now you change to the size that you want. I just want 16 gigabytes. So you put 16 gigabytes there, and then you label the partition Sabayon Sabayon 18.04 mate. So you name the partition there. So the reason why I do that is because if you look here on places, removable media, you see that I have everything labeled here. Windows 10. I have 3 Windows partitions to share files here. Linux Mint. All the OS has the name, that partition name on there. So on the file browser, it's gonna show like that. If you use gparted, it's gonna show all the name of the partition. That's the easiest way to work with it. So you select the size that you want. You want a standard partition here, and then what you're gonna do here, click update settings. You gotta click here, update settings. Okay, you have to label it. 18.04 mate. No spaces. Update settings. Now what you do here, you click, actually I forgot to, let me update the settings again. I want just 16 gigabytes. So now you can see that I got the /boot EFI here on the EFI partition, and I have one partition with 16 gigabytes. That's how it has to look like. Now what you do here, you click done. Okay. So we're going to create a partition SDA24 with a mount point. That's good. What we're going to do here, I just will have to click on accept changes. Now the keyboard type is English. That's good. My time zone already detected, but if you want to change to different one, if you want to change the keyboard type here, you click here and just type, and you will figure out which one it is. So for me that's good. Then change the time and date, you click here. But that's my time zone, so I'll leave like that. You can change, if you click here, you can select where you are in the world. So that's where I am. So click down here. Click here network and host. You can use the name here. You can use, you don't need to change, leave like that. So I will change a different one. You can put like PC1, PC2. I'm gonna pause and create that. So now I have everything down here. I just have to go here, click begin installation. I will pause the video to save some time here. Okay, installation is complete. Installation is complete. So I'm going to do oh, I forgot to set up the I have to set up the user, the root password here. I'm gonna pause and create it. Root password here, click done. This icon installer needs some work because you're supposed to create everything and then create the username, the password, everything, select the keyboard type, then you go to do the partitioning on the hard drive, then you click install. Oh. Let's create. So then you gotta use a strong password, and what you're gonna do here, the username here, I'm gonna pause and create mine. Okay, now everything's completed here. This one, so the installation is done. So what you have to do now is click on Finish Configuration here. So the installer here needs some work. I believe all GNU/Linux distros should use Calamares installer. It's very easy to multi-boot, or even to just install any GNU/Linux distribution. And if every distro has the same installer, when you make some video tutorials, people can automatically learn how to install operating system. And also, I believe they should include Xpad, Simple Screen Recorder, Google C View. Audacity already came with the distro. Audacity is a very light, very nice audio player. So I use it to install. Every time I'm gonna do a live installation of a system, I use it because it's very. You can use it with live CD, live USB, live DVD, and it works very well. The same is for Simple Screen Recorder. Pause this video. Okay, installation is finished now. Okay, I just wanna do one thing here. Okay, I just want to take a screenshot here. Okay, so the installation is done. So what I have to do is click here, quit, and I will have a video showing how it looks like the Sabayon GNU Grub boot manager, how it looks like the team that they have it. So that's going to be my next video. And I will have multi-booting 18, 19, 20, 18 and 20 and 19 before the release of Ubuntu 18.04. So Ubuntu is going to be number 20. I already have the Ubuntu installed 16.04, but I will have both 16.04 and 18.04, and it's going to be the number 20. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and like and leave comments below. Se você gostou desse vídeo, por favor, deixe seu like, compartilhe e se inscreva no canal. E deixe comentários abaixo aí. Farei vários vídeos em português. Inclusive vou fazer esse multi-boot guide em português também. Então, até o próximo vídeo. Until next video.